be back, and I'll be back when I can push those mountains out the way.
Good morning, welcome back to BT. He has been to the peak, the top of the highest peak on the planet, and he did it all in support of a special charity. We're joined by Winnipegger Sean Mooney, talking about his trip to the summit of Everest and a special event going on tonight in support of Right to Play. First off, I never doubted you for a second. Some people had their suspicions, not me. Second off, how hard was it? Was it more difficult than you had figured?
It was at times difficult. It's 2 months, so a lot of that was relatively easy, you know, physically.
Right.
It's just taxing because some of the days are 8 hours, some are 12, some are 20 hours of exercising. So summit push was pretty difficult. Early on, some days were easy. And I thought, this is not too bad. But on the summit, I realized why it's hard.
What is that moment like? So explain for people, there's several camps as you get to different altitudes. You get used to different altitudes. And then one day you have your window where you make a push for the summit.
Exactly.
What's that day like?
So you yo-yo up and down the hill for a few weeks to acclimatize, going to camp 1, back to base camp, camp 2, back to base camp. But you get to camp 4, spend the night, and at 8 p.m. we left, and you climb through the night. And I got there at 5:39, just as the sun was rising. You can see the curve of the earth from up there. It's beautifully quiet. The Himalayas are below you and the clouds below you.
Everything's below you, dude.
Yeah, everything's below you.
So what is that moment like on the summit? What do you do? What do you say to yourself? What's your inner dialogue like?
To be honest, I had a bunch of plans of what I was going to do up there, but when I got there, I was kind of too tired and too cold and a little too scared to do many of them. And you know, many of the 240 people who have passed away on Everest have died on the way down. So you're not safe up there.
Right.
You haven't won yet. So the idea of still having to get back down is always in your mind. So it's you enjoy it, but more after the moment. And I'm glad I had the GoPro to be able to take me back there.
Yes, just to see that amazing thing. Let's talk a little bit about Right to Play. For anybody who's unfamiliar, how does Right to Play help kids?
So Right to Play is a charity that brings education through sport and play to children in disadvantaged communities often affected by poverty, conflict, disease around the world. And you know, sport played an integral part in my life. It opened doors and gave me opportunities that I didn't have. So it was great for me, great opportunity to partner with them for me. The Winnipeg and the Canadian communities have been excellent. We've raised over $40,000 so far. And tonight we have another event at Birdman's on Lombard,
right,
organized by Athlete Initiative, a student-athlete run program that offers mentorship, speaking, coaching for athletes and students, as well as their parents and families. So I'll be speaking this evening on the climb itself, showing people what it looks like from the top of the world. Doug Brown, former bomber, will be speaking as well, on kind of mental toughness, as will Susan Ock, 5-time Olympian and Right to Play spokesperson.
You're in some great company there.
Yeah, I think they got the speech orders wrong. They got Susan, Doug, me. I think it should be going the other way.
Well, we love Susan. Doug's a great guy and all, but none of them have made it to the top of Everest.
That's true. That is something.
What's next for you, and what was Mom's reaction? Because I was goofing on you before you left about Mom being upset about you leaving for this.
She was pretty upset. She hit me. She smiled, but she hit me at the airport and told me not to do that again. So, and my mom can hit pretty hard. So,
what's next for you then? You've already been to Everest?
I don't know. Well, I'll have to figure something out. Space, maybe.
Nice. That'd be cool, man. We'll keep a surprise along thing. And again, I never doubted you for a second. Not at all. Maybe just a little bit. Hey, if you want to help out Sean with the Right to Play organization, you can check out the details on breakfasttelevision.ca. It all happens tonight, and it's at Birdman's.
Thank you very much for having me.
Welcome back to the surface.
Cheers.
Going to take a break. There's still plenty to come today on BT.
This program is brought to you in part by Kisei, furniture, inspiration, design. Kisei, creating possibilities.